Hello everyone, this is Amon XG, the IT guy, just an old Jew wandering the internet for 40 years helping people find their way out. Today I will be dealing with some issues brought up by 4 people yesterday. They had questions on how to create their own rescue thumb drive, how to get ISO images for it, what ISO images they should get and how to use it, and how to replace dead Windows with a new version of Windows or another operating system. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this up into separate videos, and we'll start first on how to use the Yumi setup and where to get the ISO images for it. This is the program you'll need first, called Yumi. Just do a Google search, go to the very first thing, no. Commercial sites such as FileHippo, CNET and all those, they have so much spam and droolware and virus plugins and traps that you'll end up making your problem worse. It's created by this company right here. It's the second choice. You click on that right there, Pendrive Linux. I'll have a link in the description. Go to the very first thing, download it, boom, you're done. Then you'll type in Ubuntu 14.04 32-bit download. The reason we're doing that is 32-bit will run from 500 megs RAM up to 2 gigs perfectly on the older machines. A couple of you, from what you told me, you have older machines that were just running Vista. There's no way you're going to run 64-bit on it. So download the 32-bit, and if later you find out that you actually do have more RAM, it's not a hassle to replace it. Click, 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 and you're done. Ubuntu is a free operating system. It has Chrome, Firefox, Office, photo editors, movie editors, thousands of games, thousands of free apps, and it's very virus resistant, very easy to use. If you can use a mouse, you can use Ubuntu. So you click on the first link, it'll bring you right here. There's your 64-bit edition. Here's your 32-bit edition. It says right over here. Do not click the torrent. That is a link to a program to download it. You want the ISO image, and I will put the link in the description. Next, you want an antivirus CD. So with the antivirus CD, we're going to have you click on, type in Bitdefender Rescue CD. Right there, the very first link. Go down to the very first graphic on the page when it loads. It'll say Bitdefender download page. Click on that, download starts automatically. You're also going to need a utility that has antivirus, a bunch of other things. Hiren's Boot CD, I've been dealing with them since they created version 7.5. I even helped find some of the software that goes on it. It has hundreds of free apps that work for technicians and people with skills a little bit lower. You can boot up into a Linux environment or Windows XP. That's why I've chosen it to be on here. You can do rescues, you can undelete files, disable viruses, reset your passwords if you forget your passwords. It's a really nice CD. I'm not going to cover everything it does. There's lots of YouTube videos. Basically, you search for it, go right here to download Hiren's. It'll bring you right up to that page. Scroll all the way down. Boom, it'll be a zip file. Right click on it, say extract, throw away everything except for the ISO image. Now, for you guys who want to try to save your Windows 7, type in download Windows 7 disk images. Go to the very first link right there. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, I had to pause, had a ring come in. What you want to do is you want to download a Windows 7 if you want to try to save it. You need the product key from the sticker on your computer. You enter it, you verify it, and it'll take you to a download page. Now, if you just type in Windows 7 download, you'll have a lot of commercial places. They sell it. They sell download keys for you. They'll link you so you can download the files. Use these with extreme costs, and some of them are selling fake keys. Some of them are selling virus-laden images with remote control software already pre-installed. Some are selling cracked versions of Windows 7 that'll work 30 days. You pay up to $40 to $100 for it. Then 40 days, 90 days, 120 days later, it's suddenly listed as invalid or locks up on you, and you're out your money. Or worse yet, you just gave them your credit card information and you're broke. No, here's a tip. If you ever want to buy from stuff on the internet and you don't trust the company, go to the store, buy a disposable Visa card. They sell a lot of them for about $2 up to $5. Put the money you need on for that purchase, and that way when they do try to steal your personal information, all they got is a disposable Visa card. So there's Amon's tip of the day. Anyway, you download your files. You got them all here. You're going to need a USB key. 2 gigs to 64 gigs. Speed doesn't matter. Any old key laying around. Make it, keep it, put it in a drawer. It could come in handy. You could use it to fix other people's computers. It's a good idea to have one of these laying around. I'm going to use that old 8 gig key that I got from a sales conference so it can tell you the high quality. Really easy to use the program. Double click on it. It'll ask for permission. It'll start up. You agree to a license. Now, make sure that the key is empty. Take anything off of it you want because you will be formatting it. Make sure it's the only key plugged in. When you do that, it'll be your only choice. So you select it. And then you want to say NTFS format. You click that. That way it's going to wipe everything off the key and you'll only put on the stuff that you want. Now, to put the ISO images on, it's really easy. They do all the work for you. You have a lot of choices grouped together. Antivirus, system tools, they do all the hard work of setting the script files up. So if you go all the way to the bottom, up a little bit, it says Other OS Tools. You'll see Hiren's Boot CD. Select it. You browse for the folder, which is on desktop. Right there it is. Click. Say Open. Then you see Create. Warning screen tells you that they're going to wipe out the drive and they're going to copy the image over and relabel it. You say yes. This will take about 5 minutes because even though it's a small file copying over, it has hundreds of parts. So we're going to pause. Okay, people, it's finished up. We've had some dialog screens pop up. You get down to the next button. You hit next. It'll ask, would you like more images? You say yes. Now from this point on, you do not format because you want to delete what you put on there. You click view and it'll allow you to see what you just put on if you forgot. You could also select it and remove it. And what's important about this is if you have a really small USB key and you can't get all these files on there, someone was saying, can I just do multiple times? Yes, you can. There's no limit. So if you want to put antivirus and Hiren's on it and then later you try to put Windows 7, it didn't work, we'll take the Windows 7 off by clicking remove and put the Ubuntu on. You can only have one program on there. That's fine. What we're going to do now is we're going to add the antivirus. You'll see it on the list right down here. Antivirus, you select it. You find this time that it automatically found the file. That's because everything is in one folder. You hit create. This will be a little bit faster. I want you to see this. This is a fourth partition. What this is, it's just saying that if you have a partition there that you put off to the side to save some files, it might be erased. That's why I said get everything off the drive. Just click yes. Alright, we'll be back in a few minutes after dialog boxes. Okay, people, we're back. Dialog boxes are done. You hit next. You say yes again. Remember, do not click format. Alright, so if we click on there, we know we just did the Bitdefender, we did the Hiren's. Now let's go ahead and put the Windows install on. Slide all the way to the bottom. You'll see Windows to Go installers. So right there is single Windows 7 installer. Browse. Select it. You hit create. And this will take a couple minutes for this dialog. Okay, to see the Windows 7 is installed, we click next. Say yes one more time. This is what we now have on here. We get the Hiren's, we got Bitdefender, and we have Windows 7. And since I have space, we're going to come down. We're going to go to the very first column, which is Ubuntu. Hit browse. Remember, I got a 64-bit because I have over 4 gigs, but you can use the 32-bit. and then you hit create, and this will take a long time. Not as long as it did for the Windows 7, but it will take about 2 minutes. Windows 7 took almost 15. Alright, there we go. We are done. This time we'll click next and we'll say no. It'll finish. That is it. We've created a multi-boot. It's all ready to boot up with. So it's part 2 is how to boot up your machine, and it's set up for a file transfer. So this is part 1 of the video. I hope it helped you guys out. Have a wonderful time. Thank you.